the love of God for mankind despite the great sinfulness that mankind performs, carries out, whether it's to his awares or unawares, and that unfortunately brings about God's wrath. And God pulling us away from Satan's grasp through his wrath. Now, God's wrath, none of us like to talk about because it's something that human nature cannot stand. I mean, the wrath of God brings about hell, its punishment, and also the punishment and pains of purgatory. Certainly, purgatory leads to heaven. All those who go to purgatory eventually make it to heaven, but they must traverse the purifying fires that are ignited by both God's mercy and his justice. And God's justice is connected intimately to his wrath. Now, wrath can be understood as anger, vengeance, but it can also be understood as mercy and justice. See, the two are intimately united. God's mercy and justice. One heals, the other purges, purifies. Sort of like a person who is sick and in need of medical attention. They go to a qualified doctor who must apply some sort of pain before the remedy, whether it's through a needle of numbing the infirmity or applying anesthesia so they don't feel the full force of the pain, or the recovery process which brings about discomfort. There must be this mercy and justice in order for a person to be completely healed. And that justice is the application of purgation. The mercy is the application of illumination, unification, and divinization. So purgation precedes illumination, unification, and divinization. We in these end times are living in the most sinful times of mankind. So God has to apply a remedy in order to sanctify us, which is purgation. That's known as God's wrath. It's known as chastisement. It's known as calamity. It's known as natural disaster. Call it what you may. And for this reason, Jesus talks about a period preceding the era of peace. He talks about an era of peace that precedes the final coming of Christ in the flesh and the general judgment. All of us are sinners. St. John says as much. He who says he has no sin is a liar,